kestrel here. This is an American kestrel. It's a falcon. And a falcon, also known as a sparrowhawk. Some people might know them as a sparrowhawk. This is a female. She's 5 years old. She was found in upstate New York by the side of the road. Apparently someone must have hit it with a car. And its wing is the point where it looks okay, but she can't fly. She can soar down from a perch, so therefore she can't live in the wild or feed herself. She's very noisy. She's basically saying, "What's going on here? I'm mad. I've been in that box since 1 o'clock this afternoon. I had a nice cool ride in air conditioning, but I don't know. This is crazy." She's very feisty. So anyway, a kestrel is a bird of prey. Yes, you are. That's right. And they're very fast flyers. As a matter of fact, all falcons are. You might even know the fastest animal on Earth is a peregrine falcon. When it goes into a dive after pitching or something, it can reach up to 200 miles an hour in its dive. And we have peregrine falcons nesting in downtown Providence, also on the Mount Hope Bridge and on the Newport Bridge. And there's a Audubon, matter of fact, has a cam on the peregrine on the skyscraper in Providence, and we watched that pair raise young. They've been doing it for about 10 years. Well, these little kestrels, yes, they don't. All right, I understand. Upstage there, live out in fields like this. And what they do is that in the wintertime, they may catch mice and they may catch small birds. But in the summer, what they basically will feed on are grasshoppers, small snakes, maybe a frog or two. And how do they do it? Well, like I said, they can dive down. They can either be up in a tree, looking for something to come by and dive down to get it. Or, if there's no available trees, they might do something called a hover or flutter flight. You may have seen a kestrel just kind of fluttering and fluttering and fluttering, waiting, looking down on the ground for something to move that it could feed on. Basically, though, sparrows really aren't its main diet, although it could take a sparrow. It's a very strong bird. Now, take a look at this one. I'm going to move it around. This is her, like I say, it's a female. She's got reddish wings. Oh, she doesn't like me doing that. Okay, sweetie. Okay, and see the barring on the tail? A male would have bluish wings and would have a solid color on the tail. And if you take a look, see the stripes down her face? Like that? See those stripes? What do you think those stripes are for? Anybody who might play like football or baseball might know what that's all about. Yes. So they could see. It does help them with seeing. It helps to cut down glare so that in the really bright sun, they can see better. What also these guys have is that all these birds of prey, they have these extra little lenses. They have double eyelids, a clear eyelid as well as a feathered one, so that it's almost like goggles when they're in a dive. Okay, you had a question? Yes?
They can see through the sun.
Well, they can see, definitely see during the daytime. This is a daytime animal, whereas an owl would be a nighttime animal. So pretty neat. Now, one of the things that we try to do to help conserve kestrels, I was talking about peregrines. We have a peregrine project. We also have a kestrel project, which is really to put up nesting boxes. Again, these animals, they love open fields, and they nest in hollow trees. And as a matter of fact, I know here in Little Compton over at Seconic Point, where Audubon and the Nature Conservancy have some land, we have a kestrel nesting box up in the middle of the field, because we found that this is very suitable habitat. I think the kestrel box blew down in one of the winter storms. We put it back up. I don't think it's active this year, but we're hoping it will be. Thing is, kestrels are really in trouble as far as their numbers. Has a lot to do with the loss of open fields like this as their habitat, the regrowth of forests maybe taking over fields, but also development, houses going up. So kestrel habitat is at a prime, and a field like this would be the perfect place for kestrels to live. They're migratory. They will head down to the tropics, down to the Caribbean or to Mexico and Central America for the winter, and then they come back on up for the summertime. So, Anyway, any questions about the kestrel?